Welcome to Pattaya Info News, your trusted voice for stories that shape our city and reveal the spirit of Thailand's most vibrant seaside town. Tonight, we take you through 4 stories that touch hearts, spark reflection, and reveal the ever-changing rhythm of Pattaya. Across the city this week, a wave of emotion swept through Pattaya's streets as residents rushed to honor Her Royal Majesty Queen Sirikit, the beloved Queen Mother of Thailand. Shops from Naklua to Banglamung were overwhelmed as people lined up to buy black and white fabrics for mourning tributes. At Tung Tai Hong Fabric Shop in Naklua New Market, owner Mallory Suvatapon watched in disbelief as entire rolls of black cloth vanished from the shelves. Customers came early in the morning, carrying photos of the Queen Mother, asking for fabric to decorate homes, offices, and temples. Demand has exploded, Mallory said, adding that factories could hardly keep up. Her store kept prices steady, refusing to raise costs even as supplies ran thin. "We're doing this out of respect," she explained, while staff worked late into the night cutting cloth for hundreds of orders. From government buildings to street stalls, Pattaya turned black and white this week, a living tribute of unity and reverence as residents paid heartfelt respect to a royal mother who devoted her life to the Thai people. Meanwhile, in neighboring Chonburi, security cameras captured something far less noble. A serial thief targeting women's underwear was caught on CCTV for the 3rd time at the same apartment complex. The footage, recorded just after 1 a.m., showed a man walking casually down a quiet lane before darting toward a drying rack outside a rental room and snatching undergarments with practiced speed. He vanished into the night, leaving behind a mix of fear and frustration. The victim, 31-year-old Miss Nungretai Klongkasem, filed a report at Panat Nikom police station, urging officers to finally catch the man who had invaded her privacy again and again. "This is the 3rd time," she said, her voice trembling with both anger and anxiety. "I installed CCTV just to prove I wasn't imagining it. Now I can't even sleep peacefully." Investigators say they have identified a suspect based on the footage and witness information and believe an arrest is imminent. Local residents have been warned to stay alert, especially during nighttime hours, as the case highlights growing concerns about petty crime in residential areas. For many, it's a reminder that even in a peaceful town, some threats can hide in plain sight. Back in Pattaya, a different kind of danger plays out every day on roads that have become notorious for chaos. Tourists and locals continue to collide, literally, on streets that seem designed for disaster. This week, another visitor on a rented motorcycle struck a pedestrian in Jomtien, a scene that has become almost routine. Every few months, officials announce crackdowns on reckless driving, but the promises fade as quickly as the next accident appears. The problem isn't new, and everyone knows the reasons. Rental companies hand out motorcycles to anyone with a passport and cash. No license, no training, no problem. Fines are paid, vehicles returned, and the cycle repeats again and again. Locals recall when new laws were introduced requiring a proper Thai or international motorcycle license. But soon, enforcement disappeared and the chaos returned to normal. The truth, as many Pattaya residents quietly admit, is that profit outweighs safety. Every day, inexperienced tourists weave through traffic, following the example of local riders who run red lights, drive on sidewalks, and ignore helmets. One expat put it bluntly, "They don't come to Thailand and become reckless, they just copy what they see." Police could end it overnight by seizing bikes from illegal rental offices, but many believe that fines and informal payments keep the system alive. So the crashes continue, turning crosswalks into danger zones, and reminding everyone that Pattaya's charm can vanish the moment wheels hit asphalt. In the end, it's not about foreigners or locals, but about a culture that tolerates risk until tragedy strikes. Until something truly changes, Pattaya's roads will remain exactly what they are: fast, lawless, and unforgiving. And finally, as the lights of the city glow each night, a question echoes through the bars and beaches. What happened to Pattaya's famous nightlife? Once the undisputed party capital of Southeast Asia, Pattaya's after-night scene is struggling to find its old rhythm. The neon still flickers, the music still blasts, but many longtime visitors say something is missing. On social media, regular tourists and expats are blunt. "If every bar keeps screaming 'zombie' at full volume, I'm done," one European man wrote, frustrated by the repetitive playlists. Others said they've skipped Pattaya for years, choosing quieter destinations or simply staying home. Some complain the city feels different, with new crowds and changing ownership of entertainment venues. A few even call it Little Mumbai, referring to the rise in Indian-owned businesses and tourist groups. But others say it's just evolution, a natural shift in who comes to enjoy the city's nightlife. Economics plays its part too. The strong Thai baht, rising prices, and a decline in big-spending visitors have forced many bars to compete for smaller profits. Even performers admit the slowdown, with weekday nights often half-empty compared to the past. Still, Pattaya's resilience shines through. The city continues to host festivals, concerts, and beach events that attract crowds from around the world. The government's late-night closing extensions are giving venues a second wind, and many locals hope this new chapter will bring balance between old-school fun and modern energy. As one witty commenter said, "Maybe Pattaya doesn't need to sleep, it just needs to adapt." Whether the party capital can reinvent itself again, only time will tell. But one thing's for sure: Pattaya will always find a way to keep the lights on and the music playing. As the night settles over the Gulf of Thailand, these stories of tradition, tension, and transformation remind us of a city that never stops evolving. From quiet markets filled with mourning cloth to the wild rhythm of neon nights, Pattaya continues to reflect the heart and contradictions of modern Thailand. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more real stories, real people, and real moments only on Pattaya Info News.